Okay, let's talk about one of the stranger things we do as humans. Someone doesn't text us back, and suddenly we're conducting a full investigation. Are they mad? Did I say something? Did I do something? Was my last message weird? Was the period too aggressive? Apparently, punctuation has become a character assassination weapon. And then there's the other side. Someone says something that actually hurts, and somebody inevitably comes along with, "Don't take it personally." Oh, wonderful. Thank you. I'll just put my feelings in the recycling bin. Problem solved. Because sometimes things are personal. Sometimes somebody is careless with us. Sometimes someone says something cruel. Sometimes a relationship changes. Sometimes we're hurt because somebody actually hurt us. And pretending otherwise isn't emotional maturity. It's just pretending. But sometimes someone is quiet because they're tired. Someone cancels because their day went sideways. Somebody doesn't respond because they're dealing with something you know absolutely nothing about. Sometimes someone is just having a terrible Tuesday, and unfortunately, you happened to be standing within conversational range. We don't always know, and that's the uncomfortable part. We want certainty. We want to know. Was that about me? Are they upset with me? Do they still like me? Did I do something wrong? Because if we can figure out the answer, maybe we can control what happens next. But people aren't puzzles we're entitled to solve. And not every interaction is a message about who we are. So, for a moment, let's put down the investigation. You don't need to decide what someone meant. You don't need to reread the conversation. You don't need to build a courtroom in your head and present evidence for the prosecution. Just breathe. Feel your body where you are. Notice the surface underneath you. Let your shoulders soften. Unclench your jaw and breathe. Think about something someone did recently that you're still carrying. Maybe it hurt. Maybe you're confused. Maybe you're wondering if you did something wrong. You don't have to solve it right now. Just notice the difference between what you know and what you're assuming. What you know might be very small. Maybe they didn't respond. Maybe they sounded distant. Maybe they said something that hurt. That's the information you actually have. Everything after that might be a story your brain is trying to finish. And sometimes you'll discover that, yeah, that was personal. And that's okay, too. You don't have to talk yourself out of being hurt just because you're trying to be emotionally mature. You can say, that hurt me, without immediately deciding, therefore, something is wrong with me. Those are not the same thing. Someone else's behavior can affect you without defining you. Someone can misunderstand you without making you unworthy of understanding. Someone can dislike you without making you unlikable. Someone can be disappointed in you without meaning you disappointed yourself. And sometimes someone else's behavior really is about them. You don't have to carry every piece of somebody else's emotional weather. So maybe today we practice leaving a little room for uncertainty. Not every silence needs an explanation. Not every strange interaction needs an autopsy. Not every bad mood in the room belongs to you. And not every hurt feeling needs to become a verdict about your worth. You're allowed to notice. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to decide what you will and won't accept. And you're also allowed to say, I don't actually know what this means yet. That's not weakness. That's restraint. That's giving reality a chance to exist before your assumptions take over the entire fucking building. So breathe. Come back to yourself. Let other people have their moods, their bad days, their opinions, their misunderstandings, their stuff. and let yourself have yours. You don't have to make yourself smaller so nobody can misunderstand you. You don't have to become impossible to hurt. You just don't have to turn every interaction into a measurement of your worth. Someone else's reaction is information. It's not your identity. Let that settle. Before you go, remember, you don't have to know what everything means. Sometimes you can simply notice what happened. Feel what you feel and wait for more information. The world will survive without your immediate analysis. I promise. Now go be a human. Try not to conduct an unauthorized investigation into someone's punctuation. And if you absolutely must, at least drink some water first.